All right, so you see the thumbnail and you see the title of the video. Here's how I made $13,000 on a virtual wholesale deal with just these two sheets of paper. This contract and this contract produced me $13,000 for a virtual wholesale deal. Let's get into the details of how I got this deal and how we got that money. So let's get into what wholesaling is. Wholesaling is a way for you to acquire properties and get them sold while basically playing the middleman. You're like an agent, but you don't have to be licensed to do this. You're actually better than an agent, but shout out to my agents, my real estate agents. But you're acting as if an agent, you're an investor. You can get a property, someone who is trying to sell their property. You pretty much create a contract to say, hey, I'm going to help you get this property sold, and I'm going to make this amount of money in getting your property sold. So that's what wholesaling is in a nutshell. If you want to learn more about it, there are several videos on YouTube that you can check out, several people you can follow. I'm no expert yet. I'm learning, but I'm learning very, very fast. And I'm doing very, very good in a very, very short period of time. But I'm putting in the work to do so. So here's how I acquired this deal. And this deal came from Instagram. That's right, Instagram. One day I was out driving for dollars out here in Jacksonville, Florida, looking for properties. And so I said, what's another way that I can advertise that I'm a wholesaler looking for properties to purchase so I can get to an end buyer? And I said, hey, let me get on Instagram. Let me use my audience that I already have. So I got on Instagram and I said, hey, I'm looking for properties to buy. If you know anyone who's looking to sell, give them my contact. And if we get it sold, I give you $1,000. Well, a friend of mine, shout out to my homie Jenny, she hit me up and said, hey, I know someone who's looking to sell. She's located in Daytona Beach, Florida. She's already tried to get the property sold before. That buyer backed out. So if you can make it happen, let's make it work. She sent me the information that I needed as far as the address. I got on batch leads. I use batch leads. I know some people use PropStream, but I like batch leads because that's just what I started with. So I use batch leads to go ahead and put the information in there, her address, to get the run the comps on it, to see what the ARV, which is the after repair value of the property, once it's all fixed up. Did my numbers on it, the 70% rule, minus the repair value, minus whatever fee I was trying to make. And I saw that, hey, this is a good deal. At that specific time, the seller, she only wanted $70,000 for the property. Well, the ARV was roughly around 220. So I said, hey, this is a good deal. Let's get it under contract. We got it under contract, I think, that next day. And from there, that day that we got under contract, to give you exact time frame, was November 14th, 2022. So November 14th, 2022, we got it under contract. I had it pushed out for the closing date to be December 15th. So it gave me 30 days to find a end buyer. So what I did was I hopped on the laptop and I got all the groups that I'm a part of, all the wholesaling real estate investor groups on Facebook. I pretty much pushed my deals out on there. Then I had pictures of the property and I put the deal on Craigslist so people can view it on Craigslist. And I also put it on Facebook Marketplace. And that's where my end buyer came from, Facebook Marketplace. Now we had a bunch of offers, but they were really low offers and people trying to, finagle you. So had one person who actually had it under contract, but come to find out he was a wholesaler and we had this contract tied up for about 2 weeks. Had he told me he was a wholesaler and he just wanted to JV the deal, we probably could have got it done. But he came across like he was the end buyer, only to find out that he's a wholesaler and he was just sending a bunch of end buyers through. Where I actually had buyers that were interested, but because I had it locked up under contract with this other wholesaler, it was hard for me to transition. Finally got that contract canceled and was able to get to a cash buyer. And this cash buyer said, hey, listen, we want to close and we want to close fast. We want to close quick. Is it already at title? I had the contract already over at title. title was already run on it, so the title came back clean. The only thing we were waiting on was the municipal lien to come back, and we needed the payoff amount from the mortgage company to be sent over, because the seller still owed around $34,000 on the property. So we got everything over to title. I had an actual end buyer who was a cash buyer. I talked to him, talked to his wife. They were ready to go ahead and do the deal. So I had the property under contract for $70,000. They offered $83,000. Now, there was a bigger spread where it could have been more money made, but I had a promise to my seller, and I was just trying to make sure that she gets her money. And I wanted to make sure that I complete the job. So they said $83,000. I said, okay, let's make it happen. If you guys can wire the EMD of 2,500 by tomorrow, then we have a deal. The next morning, they wired the money, the 2,500 non-refundable EMD, to Title America. I got confirmation that Title America received the EMD, and then from there we pushed everything through, got the deal wrapped up, and then we actually end up closing on December 15th, and everybody was paid out on December 16th, because we closed a little bit late, but December 16th is when everybody received their money. My seller, she received her $70,000. Me as the wholesaler, I made a profit of $13,000. I even paid my friend Jenny, because she brought the deal to me, $1,000. And then my end buyer got to purchase the property for $83,000, so they can go fix it up, put it back on the market, and in return, they're probably going to make a couple $100,000 off of that property. And this all came from just me getting on social media and advertising what I do and where I need help at. So for those who are trying to get into wholesaling, I'm not an expert. Like I said, I'm still learning. And I had a mentor that I go to for a lot of questions. Shout out to my boy Tracy. He's been helping me a lot. But yeah, from that deal, I have about three other deals on three other contracts right now. 3 deals under contract is what I'm trying to say. I have 3 deals under contract currently right now. And the goal for me is to do at least 3 to 5 deals per month, um, because it's just me right now. I'll build an acquisition team and all this other stuff later. I do have a virtual dialer, so I have someone that I found on Fiverr who is calling my leads for me, and he is doing very well. So bringing to me very good leads, very qualified, motivated sellers. But I just wanted to share this video for any wholesalers who are interested in getting started, or ones who already started. Maybe we can JV together. You guys can hit me up on Instagram, William_Boston. But this was me just describing my deal, how it went down. And from here, I'm going to take you to closing day. So let's go to closing day so you can see that it's real. All right, so I'm here at the office, and I just got the email from Title that my check is ready to be picked up. So now I can go receive my assignment fee of $13,000 for my first virtual wholesale deal. Sight unseen. I've never been to the property. Had buyers go out there, use their pictures and videos to help advertise the property even more, to the point where we have closed, and now I can go pick up that moolah. So I'll check back in a few and show you the check. See you guys in a second. When you come in, Title America, they got some little cookies for you. I might as well pick a cookie up since I'm closing, right? It only makes sense. And there we have it, guys. Here's my fee of $12,725. It was $13,000 that I actually made, but I paid $275 to get a mobile notary out to my buyer, because she was in a different county in Daytona Beach. I'm in Jacksonville. So here we have it, and here's my earnings here. Let's go take this bad boy to the bank.